This is a striped phase California king snake that was in my backyard just about an hour ago. Typical king snakes that you see around are banded, where they have yellow and brown bands, and when they're young, sometimes the yellow can be quite bright. They're not aggressive at all. I've held many of them, and they make no effort to bite, and sometimes not a whole lot of effort to get away. They just kind of use you as something to climb on, which makes some people consider them to be good pets. I do not recommend anybody taking animals from the wild, but just to give you an idea, there's nothing to fear. Now, this little guy found himself a little mouse hole, and I guess it was not very deep, so he came back, but he's on his way over to a fresh mouse or gopher hole, and I'm sure that the smell is going to be rather alluring to him. You can see it's fresh as we're approaching it right now because a lot of dirt has been thrown. It's about 4 feet long. This is part of about a 20-minute video that I did earlier, and knowing that a lot of people would probably find that a bit too much, it was going around my pool and through my pool enclosure and such. And then I did a 4 times version of that version, so it's a little faster, a little less tedious. But he's going to go past this one time and find out that's not what he wants to do right away. And then he's going to come back out and give it another shot. This stripe phase can be part of a litter of king snakes that have both the banded and the striped phase. In some areas, up to 80% of the snakes are in this mode. And many other areas, it's only a minority. So he's going to go quite a bit into this now. Now, look at his tail. If he was alarmed by me, he'd be wiggling in that, trying to fake me out that he's a rattlesnake. Of course, he's not and doesn't make any noise, but it wiggles. And since he doesn't hear, he probably doesn't know he's not making noise. But I've been following him for up to this point probably about 15 minutes, and he finally got the idea that I was not a threat. Earlier in the pool enclosure, he did wiggle it a little bit, and unfortunately that part of the video did not show up very well. So he's in there looking for something, and I was kind of hoping that he was going to bring something out for us to view, but I can't help but marvel at what a beautiful animal this is. Look how shiny he or she is in this coloring. And this is not the hottest part of the day, but getting pretty close. And he was out and about. So never fear, we're not going to be going on for too much longer. I just want you to see him coming out and then get a good idea of how long he is before we go ahead and sign off. So looks like he's on his way out right now. It's amazing that he had no fear of me. He's obviously aware I was there, and he basically put himself in a situation when he was incredibly vulnerable. Didn't seem to faze him much at all. Of course, he is a snake, and they're not known for being the brightest, but you would think they'd have some kind of survival instinct. So, well, thank you for enjoying the snake with me. Please remember to subscribe and share this video to help disabled animals with donated wheelchairs.